Alright guys, I'm back for more Last of Us Part 1 Remake. So yeah, and it's another like 24, almost 24 hour period after I recorded the last part. So, not exactly in the same place where I left off, unfortunately. Sorry.
Stay, Callus. What kind of name is Callus, anyways?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy his name.
Callus.
Hmm.
Scoot back. Come on.
Okay. None of these buildings look like a mirror to me.
Well, we'll head to Central Grounds. Should be able to see most of the campus from there.
Gotta admit, they did make a big, wide open area. Maybe not wide open, but like semi-wide open.
I'll stay with Callus.
I hate that name.
Yeah.
I guess this is as good a spot as any.
Yeah.
That'll do nicely.
Nice. Swear there was something just shimmering right there, but whatever.
There was a lookout here.
That's a good sign.
$10 million werewolves?
All right, let's do this.
It'd be kind of cool if they redid the New Game Plus mode in this game to allow you to have the flamethrowers early as possible. Like, I understand for balancing reasons why they didn't want it like that, but at the same time, it's like Last of Us 2 redid the New Game Plus mode to have every weapon available from the start, so I don't see why not.
Going back.
You know?
So, these places, people would live here and just study, even though they were all grown up?
Study, party, find themselves. Figure out what they wanted to do with their lives.
What they wanted to do with their lives. That's a giant ram. You guys were like some idol worshippers.
When it came to sports, hell yeah.
Huh.
Ooh, it's getting chilly.
It's that time of year. I'll be right back.
I'll be here. How many people do you think are there? Fireflies.
I reckon it takes quite a crew to run that operation.
You think there'll be other people my age?
I'm not sure.
Hold on. I think that's the way to go, so just checking. Bottles.
Scooch. Whoa. What is it?
Sounds like runners.
Stay with the horse. I'll go check it out.
You sure?
Yes, I don't want him running off. I'll be right back. Looks like someone jerry-rigged this thing. No juice.
Alright. Now you... And you? And you.
And that's that.
So let me check if there's anything out here.
Hey, I was thinking, I would have wanted to be an astronaut.
Out of five.
Would have been cool. I'm just saying. What about you? What'd you want to be?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be a singer.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Sing something.
No,
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Joel, please.
I do like how that plays into, Joel knowing how to play guitar. And I like how they expanded upon that with the flashbacks of Last of Us 2. Like, it's funny, like, there is some magic in Last of Us 2, but unfortunately it's only with Joel and Ellie in the flashbacks. Before they decide to introduce the shitty elements of it.
Aw, are those monkeys?
Yeah, a whole mess of them.
Hey, look. Fireflies.
See it?
This is good. First sign of fireflies.
All right, let's try that gate.
Okay, I think...
There it
Two.
is. This won't budge.
Looks like they rigged this up as well.
There's a generator over there. So close.
Wait. I think that's where I'm supposed to go. I don't want to go where I'm supposed to yet. I don't even think I explored this in the original version of the game. Or is there nothing in here? Did I just waste a little bit of time? Oh my god. Maybe that was an optional thing that you need Ellie for. And then you also need the monkeys there. God damn it.
Whoa. Sounds like a spaceship.
you held out. Damn it, s'mores.
Oh, fuck. Die already? Please? Thank you. Easiest encounter with one of those things yet. Back of a jacked up tailgate. It's my kind of party. Hate how I have that song stuck in my head for no reason. Sounds like they added breathing noises for when Joel breathes through the mask.
I should hold it.
Joel, are you okay? What happened in there?
More infected. I'm fine.
Here, come open the gate.
Oh, okay.
Let's try the gate.
You did it!
Yeah. Come on through. Scooch.
Those flickers. You think they were fireflies?
No. No, I don't think so.
Why would they have infected so close to the lab?
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah, I could see that.
Scoot back.
No guards. No nothing.
Yeah, I'd expect to see someone by now. Let's get inside.
Have you ever been to one of these?
What, university?
Yeah.
No, not as a student, at least.
Why not?
I had Sarah when I was pretty young.
Were you married?
For a while.
What happened?
Okay,
Too much?
too much.
I assume Joel's wife is dead, but I don't think that they gave that information in either this game or the sequel, so... They definitely don't in the sequel, because it's not a focus. Because instead of focusing on, like, actual good human drama, they focused on shit in the sequel. Like, actually relatable or understandable human drama. I shit all over Last of Us 2 only because it sucks.
Go, shoot.
Like, and I'm not even that big of a fan of this game. But this game's at least good. I can understand why a lot of people really like it. I don't know, it's just... I'm also a big, like, story guy in regards to, like, media. And I do try to take things as, like on their own terms. In regards to,
Are we ever gonna find living fireflies?
media. And, like, even on its own terms, The Last of Us 2 sucks. It fumbles so many things so hard. For just no good reason. And I think that's because, like, Neil Druckmann, in regards to the story ideas, because he originally wanted to do the plot of Last of Us 2 for this game, where you play as, I think it was Marlene, or it was either her or you play as Joel hunting down Marlene. You play as one of them and they hunt down the other.
Hey, what about over there?
But one of the main reasons why they didn't do that plot for this game was because Neil Druckmann actually had people who would question the logic of things that he did or he wanted to do in regards to story. So they just ended up writing the story for this game instead. Or the story that became this game instead. Which was a good call. But then, after Neil Druckmann made this game, and then when he, then after he
Looks like the way in.
co-wrote and directed Uncharted 4, Naughty Dog gave him basically an auteur license to do whatever the hell he wanted.
It's rusted shut. I'll have to find another way.
Maybe we can get over it.
And, you know, when it comes to the creative process, it's really good to have one to two people or so be there to give you feedback and let you know if your story ideas or anything makes any sense or if it's executed in a good way.
Alright, not what I had in mind, but...
And unfortunately, I don't think Neil Druckmann... I don't think he had a lot of people around him that, like... were willing to tell him that his story ideas both made no sense and were terrible. And on top of that, there was only like one co-writer for that game, and I cannot imagine she had anything really to do with much outside of writing around the plot outline and story details that Neil Druckmann was giving her to write for. Like, he was definitely involved in the writing. I feel like it was probably kind of like an Akira Toriyama kind of thing, or maybe a Tetsuya Nomura kind of thing. The Akira Toriyama thing, what I mean is, Akira Toriyama, even though he has written the last 4 Dragon Ball movies directly, for Dragon Ball Super, for the TV show and the manga,
All right, we're inside. Come on, kiddo, give me your hand.
he only wrote the outlines for the plot, or for the plots of the arcs. And while that wasn't necessarily bad, unfortunately, there weren't a lot of great writers that could add to the stories at Toei to bring his ideas that well to fruition. And then I wouldn't say that the manga necessarily did any better. They both have good things and bad things about them. And, yeah. I'm not surprised, though, that people probably like Toyotaro's version of events better, in at least some cases.
Time to go to work.
Because it's one guy writing the... writing the story, who's a fan of the series, who more understands like character arcs and motivations and stuff, a bit better than some of the staff at Toei. And like I said, Toyotaro's a fan of Dragon Ball, so that it makes sense that that would bleed through into the material. And on top of that, from what I've heard, Toriyama's apparently been giving him help in regards to writing certain things in the manga. I think a lot of people probably blow it out of proportion how much Toriyama contributes to the manga directly, but I wouldn't be surprised if Toyotaro writes some stuff, draws some panels and everything, and then asks Toriyama for feedback. It wouldn't surprise me if he does that, because each chapter of the Super manga comes out every month. And that allows him to have a good amount of, like, time to develop the parts of the stories for the arcs that he's doing at the time. You know? And just wouldn't surprise me if, like, he called up Toriyama, or they got on Skype, or maybe even if he went over to Toriyama's house, or if Toriyama went over to his house, or whatever, or apartment, however they live, and he like asks for feedback and asks Toriyama, hey, does this seem okay to you? And stuff like that. You know? It just generally wouldn't surprise me generally if Ooh, fuck. Not what I wanted to do. I was trying to switch to the gun and, like, reload it, but I pressed it too quickly when he was in mid-animation for changing from the,
Yoo-hoo! Fireflies! Here come mankind over here. Anyone?
Let's keep it down until we figure out what's going on.
or, changing from the Molotov to the gun. I'm just gonna check this shit out really quick. Oh, but yeah. And then when it comes to the Tetsuya Nomura way of writing a game's story, he is the director. He comes up with all of the plot points and stuff, and for the stories he wants to tell in all of the Kingdom Hearts games, and whatever other games he is directing. And as a result, you know, his fingerprints are all over the stories and everything for Kingdom Hearts, which is fine. But I think even after Kingdom Hearts 2, they gave him basically an auteur license to do whatever the hell he wants. Because he makes them a lot of money. Like, he makes Square Enix a lot of money. And on top of that, he's been working for them for years, and it just makes sense at that point. He started on Final Fantasy VII, I believe, as a monster creator. If not, maybe a little bit earlier than Final Fantasy VII, but yeah. But then, he got an auteur license, and I don't know necessarily if he asks for feedback on certain things when it comes to his the stories in his games, but he could desperately need a lot of it, realistically, because I think he's a very creative guy, and he has a lot of
Nothing useful.
Ain't nothing there but a bunch of
he has a lot of
jumbo.
decent to good ideas.
I don't get it.
Looks like they all just packed up and left in a hurry.
It's just that if he doesn't have,
Stay close.
if Nomura doesn't have a lot of good writers helping him with writing the scripts and the scenarios and everything that are in the games, unfortunately, the games start to falter a bit. And the games have been having that problem since after Kingdom Hearts 2. You know? Even with Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, you can tell that the cracks are starting to form. Because of the added, like, some of the added cutscenes. Some of them are fine, but, like, others could be better. Like, when he adds an entire sequence of Xemnas walking down a fucking ramp in the organization's or Organization 13's place, you know, in the world that never ends.
Lost 2 more guards to infected attacks. You're about to go have another goddamn meeting. This lab.
It's like a cutscene that you didn't need, or it could trim down significantly and it would be much better.
Personnel have gotten used to living here. I'm gonna run another test. Otherwise, this incompetence will drive me insane.
Yeah. And then you get to Kingdom Hearts 3, there's a lot of cutscenes that go on too long or paced very slowly. So it feels like they drag. And thus the pacing of the story, especially on a replay, is just really, really slow. Just for no reason. And it all has to do with the pacing of those cutscenes. You know? It's like good pacing can elevate a story's writing. Bad pacing can really, really ruin it. I don't know how you got here that fast, but okay.
We found out where they went.
But yeah, like, I personally think that Neil Druckmann needed more, more people around him that, and if he could be more open to criticism, if he had more people around him that gave him consistent feedback on his writing before his games really go into production, I think that would be much better for the storytelling of, or that would have been much better for the storytelling of Last of Us 2. So I felt like he also had good pacing and good writing in Uncharted 4, you know? Because he was able to bring the more human element of it alive.
Shit.
So it's probably clickers, right?
No, clickers don't hide.
But yeah, just something went wrong with Last of Us 2's story that really, really just, yeah, it genuinely really, really divided the fan base. And I know that they said that they wanted the story to be divisive, but there's a good and bad kind of divisive, you know?
At least it ain't clickers.
No fireflies either. Well, maybe in all that research, they turned into fucking monkeys.
Just keep searching, we'll find something.
But yeah. I don't know. Because I've heard of how apparently, like, mentally abusive that Neil Druckmann was apparently during the production of Last of Us 2, I'm not necessarily surprised.
It's 4 pallets of lab equipment all packed up and ready to go. Now, big question is, what do we do with all you guys? They say the tainted batch needs to be put down. You know what I say? I say screw that. Who made a bigger sacrifice than you, right? Anyone deserves to run free out there. Hey, easy! Shit. Oh no. You bit me. Oh my god.
I'm sure glad we didn't mess with them monkeys.
He didn't say where they went.
I know, let's just keep looking.
But yeah, and like, it's not only like bad writing, it's also bad pacing, it's bad like storytelling and everything. Inconsistencies of characters, just, there's not a lot of like, I don't know. There's a lot of contrivances and stupidity in Last of Us 2's story. And I don't really give a fuck if anybody cares that I say that. It's true. I'll wait until I get 100 so I can up my health again.
You're looking for the fireflies. They've all left.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm dead. Or I will be soon. Got me some time to reflect. Been years that felt like we were
you know where that is?
I know the city.
Is it far?
It ain't close. Horseback.
What? Fireflies?
Get down!
Oh! What the fuck are these guys?
Don't matter. We know where to go. Let's get the hell out of here.
How did I not see this earlier?
Don't lose him! Get him!
What the fuck?
Get him! Get here! We go!
Ooh! God damn it! I got jumped. You know what though? I'm gonna pause here, guys, and continue in the next one.